Turning 60 is not just another milestone. It's a profound shift in perspective, a time when life invites us to reflect deeply on our journey. Wisdom, like a tree, grows stronger and more expansive with age. Each passing year adds a new ring of understanding shaped by joys, struggles, and quiet moments of clarity. At 60, many find themselves standing at the crossroads of past experiences and the uncharted paths ahead, a unique vantage point to see life's beauty and challenges with newfound depth. Buddhist mindfulness offers a guiding light in embracing this stage of life. By living in the present and cultivating awareness, we learn to appreciate life's fleeting moments, letting go of regrets and fears while finding peace in what is. Have you ever wondered what life feels like beyond 60? How does the world look through eyes that have seen so much yet remain curious? In this video, we will explore these questions through the stories of seniors who have lived a life of mindfulness and wisdom. Rooted in Buddhist teachings, their experiences offer valuable lessons for people of all ages. Let's delve into how mindfulness can transform the later chapters of life into a time of growth, serenity, and profound understanding. Number one, time is the most precious commodity. At the age of 60, a profound shift often occurs in how we perceive life and its priorities. Material possessions, the cars, the houses, the latest gadgets, gradually lose their luster. What emerges instead is a realization that time, fleeting and irreplaceable, is the most precious commodity we possess. As we move through different stages of life, our values evolve. In our younger years, we often chase tangible achievements, a successful career, a comfortable home, or financial security. These milestones give us a sense of accomplishment and stability. However, as we age, these markers of success become less significant. What we crave is not another accolade or possession, but the opportunity to spend our days meaningfully. This transformation in priorities is rooted in the awareness that our time is finite. Unlike money or material goods, time cannot be replenished. Every moment that passes is gone forever. At 60, many individuals begin to see this with unparalleled clarity, prompting them to reevaluate how they allocate their time. To truly appreciate the value of time, one must cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and fully engaged in the moment, free from distractions or judgments. It allows us to savor the simple joys of life, whether it's a quiet morning walk, a shared laugh with a loved one, or the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Here are some ways to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. 1. Start your day intentionally. Begin each morning with a few minutes of reflection or meditation. Set a positive intention for the day and focus on what truly matters. 2. Eliminate distractions. Limit time spent on activities that don't align with your values, such as excessive screen time or trivial tasks. 3. Practice gratitude. Take a moment each day to acknowledge what you're grateful for. This shifts your focus to the positive aspects of your life. 4. Engage fully. When spending time with loved ones or pursuing a hobby, give it your full attention. Put aside multitasking and immerse yourself in the experience. Mindfulness not only enriches our daily lives, but also helps us make better choices about how we spend our time. It empowers us to prioritize experiences that bring joy and fulfillment. When I first started valuing time over things, my days became richer in meaning. This sentiment resonates deeply with many who have undergone a similar shift in perspective. In my own life, I remember a turning point when I chose to forgo a high-paying but demanding job in favor of spending more time with my family. At the time, it felt like a risky decision. However, the moments I've shared with my loved ones since then have been priceless. Those memories, family dinners filled with laughter, vacations exploring new places together, and even quiet evenings at home have become the treasures of my life. Consider the story of Mr. Nguyen, a retired teacher in his 70s. For most of his life, he worked tirelessly to provide for his family, often putting in long hours at the expense of spending time with his children. After retiring, he realized how much he had missed and decided to make amends. Mr. Nguyen started small. He began inviting his grandchildren over for weekend lunches where he'd share stories from his youth. He joined a local gardening club, reconnecting with nature and meeting new friends. Most importantly, he made it a point to have meaningful conversations with his wife, rediscovering the bond they had built over decades of marriage. Today, Mr. Nguyen's life is filled with simple yet profound joys. He often says, I may not have the energy of my younger days, but I have the wisdom to cherish every moment I'm given. Time's value lies in its irreplaceability. We can recover from financial losses, rebuild careers, and replace material possessions, but no one can turn back the clock. Recognizing this truth is both humbling and liberating. It inspires us to focus on what truly matters: the relationships we nurture, the experiences we embrace, and the legacy we leave behind. As we age, let us strive to make every moment count. Let's prioritize meaningful connections over superficial gains, experiences over possessions, and mindfulness over mindlessness. By doing so, we can transform time, our most precious commodity, into a wellspring of joy and purpose. Number 2, health is true wealth. Health, as the age-old adage goes, is indeed true wealth. While monetary wealth can provide comfort and opportunities, it is our physical and mental well-being that determines the quality of life we experience. Neglecting our health often leads to regret, especially as the consequences become apparent with age. This article delves into why health is paramount and provides actionable steps to prioritize it in daily life. Physical health is the foundation upon which our daily activities rest. From the energy to pursue professional goals to the stamina to enjoy leisure activities, good health is essential. However, many of us, especially in our younger years, take our physical well-being for granted. Late nights, poor dietary habits, lack of exercise, and chronic stress often become the norm. As we age, the repercussions of these choices become evident. Joint pain, reduced immunity, chronic illnesses, and fatigue serve as stark reminders of the neglect our bodies endured. It's not uncommon to hear older individuals lament, "If only I had taken better care of myself when I was younger." This sentiment underscores the importance of valuing our health before the signs of neglect manifest. The teachings of Buddhism emphasize mindfulness, a practice that can profoundly transform our approach to health. Mindfulness encourages living in the present moment with full awareness, a concept that can be seamlessly integrated into self-care routines. Practices like yoga and mindful eating are perfect examples of how mindfulness can promote health. Yoga. This ancient practice not only enhances physical flexibility and strength, but also fosters mental clarity and emotional balance. Regular yoga sessions can improve posture, alleviate stress, and boost overall vitality. Mindful eating. In today's fast-paced world, meals are often consumed hastily, leading to overeating and digestive issues. Mindful eating involves savoring each bite, paying attention to hunger and fullness cues, and making conscious food choices. This practice not only improves digestion, but also cultivates a healthy relationship with food. By adopting such practices, we honor our bodies and acknowledge the intricate connection between our physical and mental states. I wish I had started caring for my body earlier. It's the temple that houses your soul. This poignant reflection captures the essence of health's significance. Our bodies are the vessels through which we navigate the world. When treated with respect and care, they reward us with vitality and resilience. Conversely, neglecting this temple can lead to its deterioration, affecting every aspect of our lives. Incorporating gratitude into our daily routines can serve as a powerful motivator to care for our bodies. A simple practice like thanking your body for carrying you through the day can shift your perspective and inspire healthier choices. Prioritizing health doesn't require drastic changes or expensive interventions. Small, consistent steps can lead to significant improvements over time. Here are some practical tips to help you integrate health routines into your life. 1. Start your day with hydration. Begin each morning with a glass of water to rehydrate your body after a night of rest. Adding a slice of lemon can enhance the detoxifying effects. 2. Incorporate movement. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity daily. This could be a brisk walk, a yoga session, or a dance workout. Choose activities that you enjoy to ensure consistency. 3. Plan balanced meals. Focus on a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Preparing meals at home allows you to control ingredients and portion sizes. 4. Prioritize sleep. Quality sleep is crucial for physical recovery and mental clarity. Establish a bedtime routine to signal your body that it's time to rest. Avoid screens and caffeine in the hours leading up to bedtime. 5. Practice stress management. Chronic stress can take a toll on your health. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or journaling can help manage stress effectively. 6. Regular checkups. Preventive health care is vital. Schedule regular checkups and screenings to monitor your health and catch potential issues early. 7. Stay socially connected. Strong social connections contribute to emotional well-being, which in turn supports physical health. Spend time with loved ones, join community groups, or engage in volunteer work. 8. Set realistic goals. Whether it's weight loss, muscle gain, or improved stamina, set achievable goals. Celebrate milestones along the way to stay motivated. 9. Limit harmful habits. Reduce or eliminate smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and other harmful habits. Replace them with healthier alternatives like herbal teas or hobbies that engage your mind. 10. Educate yourself. Stay informed about health topics. Understanding the benefits of certain foods, exercises, or lifestyle changes can empower you to make informed decisions. Health is an invaluable asset that often goes unnoticed until it is compromised. By adopting a proactive approach and integrating mindful practices, we can safeguard our well-being and enhance our quality of life. Remember, the effort you invest in your health today will pay dividends in the future. As you navigate the journey of life, let your body be a strong and vibrant temple reflecting the care and respect it deserves. Number 3, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Simplicity is often misunderstood as a lack of depth or richness, but in truth, it is a form of sophistication that brings clarity, peace, and purpose to our lives. Leonardo da Vinci's timeless quote, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication," speaks volumes about the power of reducing complexity to reveal the essence of beauty and meaning. This principle holds true in our lifestyle, relationships, and overall approach to life. By embracing simplicity, we not only declutter our external environment, but also foster inner tranquility and wisdom. Living a simple life is not about deprivation or giving up pleasures. It is about consciously choosing what adds value to our lives and letting go of what doesn't. In a world overwhelmed by consumerism and constant distractions, simplicity offers a refreshing alternative. When we prioritize quality over quantity, we free ourselves from the burden of excess. This minimalist approach allows us to focus on what truly matters, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing meaningful work, or simply enjoying the present moment. Minimalism, a key concept in Buddhism and other spiritual traditions, emphasizes the idea that attachments and desires are the root causes of suffering. By letting go of material possessions and unnecessary commitments, we create space for self-awareness and genuine happiness. For instance, consider someone who decides to downsize their home. By choosing a smaller, more manageable space, they reduce financial stress, spend less time cleaning and maintaining their environment, and gain more freedom to explore life's experiences. Complexity in relationships often stems from miscommunication, unmet expectations, and unnecessary drama. When we embrace simplicity, we strip away these complications and focus on authenticity, empathy, and mutual respect. Clear communication and genuine connections become the foundation of our interactions, fostering stronger and more meaningful bonds. For example, think about a couple who decides to simplify their relationship by focusing on what truly matters: love, trust, and shared values. By prioritizing open dialogue and letting go of superficial concerns, they create a partnership that thrives on mutual understanding. Similarly, in friendships, choosing quality over quantity, investing in a few deep connections rather than spreading oneself thin across many, can lead to more fulfilling and supportive relationships. Simplicity goes beyond decluttering our physical space or streamlining our social lives. It transforms our mindset and perspective. When we embrace simplicity, we learn to appreciate the beauty of the ordinary. We find joy in small moments: a quiet morning with a cup of coffee, the laughter of a child, or the soothing rhythm of nature. One powerful way to achieve this mindset is through mindfulness, a practice rooted in simplicity. Mindfulness encourages us to be fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This practice helps us let go of unnecessary worries and distractions, allowing us to experience life more fully. Consider the story of Sarah, a high-powered executive who once thrived on the chaos of a busy lifestyle. Over time, she realized that her relentless pursuit of success left her feeling exhausted and unfulfilled. She decided to simplify her life by stepping back from her demanding career, downsizing her home, and focusing on activities that brought her joy, such as painting and volunteering. As Sarah let go of the unnecessary pressures and expectations she had placed on herself, she discovered a profound sense of peace. Her days became filled with meaningful interactions, creative pursuits, and moments of quiet reflection. By embracing simplicity, Sarah not only improved her mental and emotional well-being, but also found a renewed sense of purpose. If you are inspired to incorporate simplicity into your life, here are some practical steps to get started. 1. Declutter your space. Begin by letting go of items that no longer serve you. Donate, recycle, or discard possessions that create clutter. 2. Simplify your schedule. Prioritize your time by focusing on activities that align with your values and bring you joy. Learn to say no to commitments that do not serve your purpose. 3. Practice mindfulness. Dedicate time each day to be fully present. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply observing your surroundings, mindfulness helps you connect with the essence of simplicity. 4. Focus on relationships. Invest in meaningful connections with people who uplift and inspire you. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy. 5. Reassess your goals. Reflect on what truly matters to you and align your goals with your core values. Let go of societal expectations and focus on what brings you genuine fulfillment. Buddhist teachings often emphasize simplicity as a path to enlightenment. The practice of detachment, letting go of desires and attachments, is central to reducing suffering and achieving inner peace. This philosophy encourages us to find contentment in the present moment, rather than constantly seeking external validation or material possessions. One practical example from Buddhism is the concept of the begging bowl, used by monks to receive alms. This bowl symbolizes a life of simplicity, where one's needs are minimal and met through the kindness of others. By adopting a similar mindset, we can cultivate gratitude and contentment with what we have, rather than constantly striving for more. Simplicity is not merely a lifestyle choice, it is a profound philosophy that enhances every aspect of our lives. By embracing minimalism and focusing on what truly matters, we unlock the ultimate sophistication, a life of clarity, purpose, and peace. As Da Vinci's wisdom reminds us, true elegance lies in simplicity. Whether through decluttering our space, simplifying our relationships, or adopting a mindful mindset, we can find joy and fulfillment in the beauty of less. In the end, simplicity allows us to reconnect with ourselves, our values, and the world around us, creating a life that is both meaningful and serene. Number 4, letting go of grudges brings peace. Holding on to resentment weighs heavily as the years pass. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a grudge, a hurt, or a betrayal that you've held onto over the years. Initially, you might feel strong enough to bear the weight, but as time goes on, that load becomes unbearable, affecting your mental, emotional, and even physical health. Grudges don't just live in our minds. They manifest in our bodies through stress, tension, and fatigue. This is why letting go of grudges isn't just an emotional choice. It's a necessity for your well-being. Forgiveness is liberating and aligns with Buddhist teachings of compassion. In Buddhism, the act of forgiveness is seen as a way to release yourself from the cycle of suffering. Holding on to anger or resentment creates a karmic bond between you and the person who wronged you. By forgiving, you break that bond and free yourself from the negativity it perpetuates. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior or forgetting the lessons learned, but rather choosing to let go of the emotional burden and move forward with peace and clarity. Forgiving others wasn't easy, but it felt like setting a prisoner free and realizing the prisoner was me. This quote resonates deeply because it highlights the paradox of grudges. When we refuse to forgive, we often believe we're punishing the other person. In reality, we're punishing ourselves by reliving the hurt over and over again. Forgiveness doesn't condone the wrong, but acknowledges that you deserve to live free from its shadow. The act of forgiving is less about the other person and more about reclaiming your inner peace. Steps for practicing forgiveness. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. Before you can forgive, it's essential to recognize and validate your emotions. Take time to understand why you feel hurt or betrayed. Journaling or speaking with a trusted friend can help you process these feelings. By acknowledging the pain, you're taking the first step toward healing. 2. Understand the impact. Reflect on how holding on to the grudge has affected your life. Has it strained relationships, consumed your thoughts, or affected your mood? Recognizing these impacts can motivate you to let go. 3. Practice empathy. Try to see the situation from the other person's perspective. This doesn't mean justifying their actions, but understanding their motivations or struggles. Sometimes people act out of their own pain or ignorance. 4. Commit to forgiveness. Forgiveness is a decision, not a feeling. You may not feel ready to forgive, but by committing to the process, you set the intention to move forward. This commitment might involve saying, I choose to forgive because I deserve peace. Number 5. Seek closure, if possible. If it feels safe and appropriate, consider having an honest conversation with the person who hurt you. Express how their actions affected you and what you hope for moving forward. However, closure can also be achieved internally if direct communication isn't possible. 6. Release through rituals. Create a personal ritual to symbolize letting go. This could be writing a letter to the person which you don't send and then tearing it up or burning it. Visualize the pain leaving your body as you perform this act. 7. Focus on the present. Grudges tie you to the past. By practicing mindfulness, you can train your mind to stay anchored in the present. Meditation, breathing exercises, or even simple grounding techniques like noticing your surroundings can help. 8. Celebrate small wins. Forgiveness is a journey, not a one-time event. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Perhaps you catch yourself thinking about the grudge less frequently or feel a bit lighter. Acknowledge and honor these shifts. 9. Surround yourself with positivity. Engage in activities and relationships that bring you joy and fulfillment. Positive experiences can help fill the space once occupied by resentment. 10. Seek professional help if needed. Some wounds are deeply entrenched and challenging to heal alone. Therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools and support to navigate the forgiveness process. Forgiveness is not about forgetting the past, but transforming it into a source of wisdom. When you let go of grudges, you make room for peace, joy, and new beginnings. Life becomes lighter, and you're no longer tethered to the pain of yesterday. As the Buddha said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Letting go of grudges isn't just a gift to others, it's a profound act of self-love. It's about choosing freedom over chains, growth over stagnation, and peace over turmoil. By embracing forgiveness, you embark on a path of healing and transformation where peace becomes not just a destination, but a way of life. Number 5, gratitude is a daily practice. At the age of 60, the concept of gratitude takes on a deeper, richer meaning. Life, with all its highs and lows, has been experienced in full measure, and one begins to see the beauty in the smallest of moments. Gratitude, once perhaps an abstract concept or a fleeting emotion, becomes a deliberate and meaningful practice, a cornerstone of daily life. As the years pass, the lens through which we view life changes. At 60, you begin to notice that the things you once took for granted now hold extraordinary value. The sunrise, once just the beginning of another day, transforms into a moment of awe, a reminder of life's continuity and beauty. The quiet moments with loved ones, a cup of tea enjoyed in solitude, or the sound of rain tapping against the window, all become profound sources of joy. This shift in perspective often arises from the culmination of life experiences. Perhaps it's the challenges overcome, the losses endured, or the triumphs celebrated that shape this deeper appreciation. It's as though life itself whispers a gentle reminder. Cherish these moments. They are the essence of your journey. Gratitude doesn't always come naturally, especially in a world filled with distractions and challenges. However, it is a skill that can be nurtured through mindful reflection. Start each day by acknowledging one thing you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be grand or monumental. Even the smallest blessing can hold immense value. For example, waking up to the sound of birds chirping, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the laughter of a grandchild can all serve as anchors of gratitude. Journaling is another powerful tool. At the end of each day, take a moment to write down three things that brought you joy or comfort. Over time, this simple habit can train your mind to focus on the positives rather than dwelling on the negatives. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by expressing it. Take the time to thank someone who has made a difference in your life. It could be a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who showed kindness. Expressing gratitude not only deepens your appreciation, but also strengthens your connections with others. Each day, I'm thankful for the sunrise and the quiet moments it brings. It's in these simple, often overlooked parts of life that I find the greatest peace and joy. This sentiment resonates deeply because it's in the ordinary that we find the extraordinary. The world doesn't have to be perfect for us to feel gratitude. In fact, it's often in imperfection and challenge that gratitude becomes most profound. The ability to find beauty and joy in the midst of chaos or uncertainty is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Allow me to share a story that illustrates the power of gratitude in my own life. A few years ago, I experienced a significant health scare. The days were filled with uncertainty, doctor's appointments, and treatments. It was a challenging time, and there were moments when fear and doubt threatened to overshadow everything else. One morning, as I sat by the window, I noticed the first rays of sunlight breaking through the clouds. The golden light illuminated the dew on the grass, making it sparkle like tiny diamonds. In that moment, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Despite the challenges, there was still beauty in the world. That simple moment reminded me of all the reasons I had to be thankful: for the support of my family, for the resilience of my body, and for the gift of another day. From that day forward, I made a conscious effort to focus on gratitude. Each morning, I began my day by listing three things I was grateful for. This practice became a source of strength and positivity, helping me navigate the difficult days with a sense of hope and purpose. Gratitude has a way of multiplying. When we practice it, not only do we feel better, but we also inspire those around us to do the same. It's contagious in the best way possible. A kind word or a simple thank you can brighten someone's day and set off a chain reaction of positivity. At 60, I've come to understand that gratitude is not just an emotion, it's a way of living. It's about appreciating the present moment, no matter how ordinary it may seem. It's about recognizing the blessings that surround us and acknowledging the people who enrich our lives. Gratitude is most powerful when it moves beyond thought and into action. Consider ways to express your gratitude tangibly. Volunteer your time to help those in need, write a heartfelt letter to someone who has impacted your life, or simply spend quality time with loved ones. These actions not only reinforce your sense of gratitude, but also create meaningful experiences for others. As we navigate the later chapters of life, gratitude becomes an anchor that grounds us. It reminds us of what truly matters and helps us find joy in the simplest of things. By cultivating a daily practice of gratitude, we can enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. So, take a moment today to pause and reflect. What are you grateful for? Embrace those moments no matter how small and let gratitude guide your journey forward. Number 6, relationships are more important than success. Success is often portrayed as the ultimate goal in life. We strive for promotions, recognition, wealth, and accolades. While these achievements are undoubtedly significant, they pale in comparison to the profound value of authentic human connections. At the end of the day, the love and support of those around us serve as a cornerstone of our well-being. Relationships bring meaning to our lives in a way that no professional accolade can ever replicate. Investing time and energy into meaningful relationships is a decision that pays dividends throughout life. These relationships can be with family, colleagues, or even mentors. It's important to prioritize quality over quantity. Surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about your well-being creates a support system that can help you navigate life's inevitable challenges. Equally important is the ability to recognize and release toxic relationships. These relationships drain your energy, erode your self-esteem, and add unnecessary stress. Letting go of toxic connections doesn't mean you bear ill will toward those individuals. Rather, it's a choice to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Commentary: the love of my family is the greatest reward of my life. This sentiment reflects the essence of prioritizing relationships. Imagine reaching the pinnacle of your career, earning wealth and fame, only to find yourself isolated. True fulfillment doesn't come from standing alone at the top. It comes from the joy of sharing your journey with others. In this light, family, whether biological or chosen, serves as an anchor, grounding us and reminding us of what truly matters. Love and connection offer a depth of satisfaction that far exceeds the fleeting nature of external validation. Consider the story of Mr. Andrew, a retired businessman who spent decades building a successful career. By all outward appearances, he had achieved the dream, a thriving company, a sprawling estate, and numerous accolades. However, in the process, he had alienated his family. His marriage had dissolved, and his children had grown distant. For years, he lived with the regret of choosing work over his loved ones. In his late 60s, Andrew decided to make amends. He began reaching out to his children, apologizing for his absence, and expressing a genuine desire to rebuild their relationships. It wasn't an easy journey. It required patience, humility, and consistent effort. Over time, his children's initial skepticism gave way to forgiveness. By the time Andrew turned 75, he had rekindled his relationship with his family. He often shared how the love and laughter at family gatherings were more rewarding than any business triumph he had experienced. Why are relationships more valuable? Emotional support. Life is unpredictable, filled with highs and lows. During challenging times, relationships provide emotional support, helping us cope with adversity. Shared joy. Celebrating successes is more meaningful when shared with loved ones. The joy of achieving something is amplified when it's experienced together. Longevity and health. Research consistently shows that strong relationships contribute to better mental and physical health. People with strong social connections tend to live longer and report higher levels of happiness. Legacy. Our relationships define how we are remembered. The kindness, love, and memories we create with others often outlive any professional accomplishments. Steps to strengthen relationships. Be present. In a world dominated by distractions, being fully present in conversations and interactions is a powerful way to show you value someone. Express gratitude. Regularly express appreciation for the people in your life. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of their importance can strengthen bonds. Communicate openly. Honest and open communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Share your feelings and listen actively to others. Resolve conflicts. Avoid letting disagreements fester. Addressing issues constructively helps maintain trust and mutual respect. Spend quality time. Whether it's a family dinner, a phone call with a friend, or a weekend getaway with a loved one, investing time in relationships is crucial. Sometimes prioritizing healthy relationships means walking away from unhealthy ones. Toxic relationships often involve manipulation, excessive negativity, or a lack of respect. Here are steps to manage such situations. Identify the problem. Acknowledge the behaviors or dynamics that make the relationship unhealthy. Set boundaries. Clearly communicate your needs and limits. Seek support. Lean on trusted friends, family, or professionals for guidance. Take action. If the relationship doesn't improve, it may be necessary to limit contact or end it entirely. When you prioritize relationships, you create a life rich with connection and meaning. These connections provide a sense of belonging and purpose that no external success can replicate. As you grow older, the memories of shared experiences, the laughter, and the love will be the treasures you cherish most. In the end, it's not about choosing between relationships and success, but understanding that success is more fulfilling when it includes meaningful connections. Life's most significant achievements often happen in the moments we spend with others, nurturing bonds that withstand the test of time. Number 7, change is inevitable, and that's okay. Life is an ever-flowing river, constantly shifting, evolving, and reshaping the world around us. This truth becomes especially apparent as we reach 60 and beyond. It's a stage in life marked by profound transitions: retirement, children leaving home, the passing of loved ones, and changes in physical health. These shifts can be unsettling, but they also present opportunities for growth, self-discovery, and joy. Understanding and embracing the inevitability of change is not just a coping mechanism, it is a path to inner peace. By the time we hit 60, life has likely presented us with countless changes. Some transitions are predictable, such as retiring from a long held career or watching our children forge their own paths. Others can be more abrupt and challenging, like the loss of a spouse or a sudden health diagnosis. These moments remind us that impermanence is a fundamental aspect of life. Retirement, for instance, is often viewed as a major milestone. It's a time to step back from the daily grind and embrace leisure, hobbies, or travel, but it can also bring feelings of purposelessness or a loss of identity. Similarly, as children leave the nest, parents may feel a mix of pride and loneliness. These experiences highlight the duality of change. It can be both liberating and daunting. One of the core teachings of Buddhism is the principle of impermanence, or anicca. It's the understanding that everything in life is transient. Our emotions, possessions, relationships, and even our physical bodies. Resisting this natural flow often leads to suffering, while acceptance can bring liberation. To embrace impermanence, start by acknowledging that change is neither inherently good nor bad. It simply is. This perspective allows us to approach life with curiosity rather than fear. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can help ground us in the present moment, making it easier to navigate uncertainty. Instead of clinging to what was or worrying about what might be, we can find peace in what is. Resisting change brought me suffering. Accepting it brought me freedom. This statement resonates deeply with my own journey. I remember struggling when my children moved out. The house felt emptier, and I questioned my role in their lives. At first, I tried to fill the void by keeping busy, but this only masked my feelings. It wasn't until I embraced the change that I found clarity. I realized that my relationship with my children wasn't ending, it was evolving. They still needed me, just in a different way. By letting go of my expectations and adapting to our new dynamic, I found joy in seeing them flourish as independent adults. Let me share the story of Mr. Tran, a retired teacher from Vietnam. After dedicating 40 years to his students, he found himself at a loss when he retired. Teaching had been his life's purpose, and without it, he felt adrift. But instead of dwelling on his loss, Mr. Tran decided to explore new opportunities. He began volunteering at a local community center, teaching literacy classes to adults. Through this work, he discovered a newfound passion for storytelling. He started writing short stories inspired by his students and even published a small collection. Mr. Tran's transition from teacher to storyteller illustrates how embracing change can lead to unexpected joys. By letting go of his identity as a classroom teacher, he opened himself up to a new and fulfilling chapter of life. Practical tips for embracing change. Acknowledge your feelings. It's natural to feel apprehensive about change. Allow yourself to grieve what's lost, but don't dwell there. Accepting your emotions is the first step toward healing. 2. Reframe your perspective. Instead of viewing change as an end, see it as a beginning. Ask yourself, what opportunities does this transition offer? 3. Stay present. Engage in mindfulness practices to focus on the here and now. This can help reduce anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. 4. Seek support. Don't hesitate to lean on friends, family, or support groups. Sharing your experiences can provide comfort and insights. 5. Pursue new interests. Use change as an opportunity to explore hobbies or activities you've always been curious about. This can reignite your sense of purpose. 6. Celebrate small wins. Each step forward, no matter how small, is worth acknowledging. These victories build resilience and confidence. There's a Japanese art form called kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, highlighting its imperfections rather than hiding them. This philosophy can teach us a valuable lesson about change. Just as kintsugi transforms brokenness into beauty, accepting life's transitions can make us stronger and more compassionate. When we let go of resistance, we create space for growth. Change becomes less of a burden and more of a teacher, guiding us toward deeper self-awareness and connection with others. Life's transitions, especially in later years, are inevitable. But rather than fearing or resisting them, we can choose to embrace them as opportunities for growth and renewal. By adopting a mindset of acceptance and curiosity, we can navigate these changes with grace and find unexpected joy along the way. Remember, it's not about avoiding change, but learning to flow with it. As the saying goes, the only constant in life is change, and that's okay. Number 8, it's never too late to learn. In the tapestry of life, learning is the thread that keeps it vibrant and engaging. No matter how many years have passed or how many seasons of life you've experienced, the act of learning brings vitality, purpose, and joy. It is a timeless endeavor that bridges generations, fuels curiosity, and fosters connections. Indeed, it's never too late to learn. And embracing this mindset can transform not just individual lives, but also entire communities. Learning at any stage of life is not just about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It's about enriching the soul and opening doors to new possibilities. For older adults, this process can be especially rewarding as it combats the stagnation that often accompanies aging. Scientific studies have shown that engaging in intellectual activities stimulates the brain, enhancing cognitive function and memory. Lifelong learning is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining mental agility and emotional well-being. For instance, imagine someone in their 70s deciding to learn a new language. Initially, the process may feel daunting. Pronunciation challenges, grammar rules, and memorizing vocabulary can seem overwhelming. But with persistence, each small victory, like understanding a sentence or holding a basic conversation, builds confidence and fosters a sense of achievement. This experience not only boosts brain health, but also connects the learner to a wider cultural landscape, enriching their worldview. Learning injects life with a sense of purpose and energy. It keeps the mind engaged, the spirit uplifted, and the heart open to new experiences. It's a reminder that growth doesn't stop when formal education ends. Observing someone in their later years pursuing a new skill or delving into a new area of knowledge is often inspiring. Their journey serves as a testament to the fact that life is a continuous path of discovery. Take Mary, a retired teacher who decided to pursue painting at the age of 65. She shares, "When I picked up that paintbrush for the first time, it was like being reborn. The colors, the strokes, the textures, they opened up a world I never knew existed. Painting taught me that it's not about being perfect, it's about expressing who you are." Today, Mary's artworks hang in local galleries, and she mentors others who are taking their first steps into the art world. Curiosity is the spark that ignites lifelong learning. It's the force that drives us to ask questions, seek answers, and explore the unknown. Staying curious keeps us connected to the world and to each other. Whether it's through joining a book club, taking an online course, or learning a new instrument, the possibilities are endless. Each new endeavor is an opportunity to grow, connect, and contribute. In today's digital age, access to learning resources has never been easier. Online platforms like Coursera, Duolingo, and Skillshare offer courses and tutorials on virtually any subject imaginable. These tools empower individuals of all ages to learn at their own pace, breaking down barriers like time, location, and cost. Engaging with these resources fosters a sense of community as learners interact with instructors and peers worldwide. Picking up a paintbrush at 65 taught me the beauty of starting anew. The act of starting something new later in life is a powerful declaration of resilience and optimism. It's an acknowledgement that our potential isn't confined by age. Starting anew requires courage to step out of one's comfort zone, embrace vulnerability, and take on challenges. But the rewards are immeasurable. It's a journey of self-discovery that enriches life in unexpected ways. For example, Henry, a former engineer, found joy in woodworking after retiring. Initially intimidated by the tools and techniques, he persevered, crafting small items like birdhouses and picture frames. Today, he runs workshops for others in his community, sharing his skills and inspiring others to take up the craft. Henry often says, "Woodworking taught me patience and reminded me that there's beauty in imperfection." Real-life stories of individuals pursuing new hobbies or skills later in life are not just inspiring, but also serve as a call to action for others. Consider Hiroshi, a Japanese man who took up ballet at the age of 70. Despite the physical challenges, Hiroshi's determination and love for dance helped him perform on stage within 2 years. His story went viral, earning admiration and encouraging others to pursue their dreams regardless of age. Similarly, Lisa, a grandmother of 4, learned to code in her 60s. Initially motivated by a desire to help her grandchildren with their school projects, Lisa's coding journey turned into a passion. She now develops educational apps for children and speaks at conferences about the importance of digital literacy for older adults. Her story underscores the idea that learning can lead to meaningful contributions to society. While the benefits of lifelong learning are clear, the journey is not without its challenges. Fear of failure, lack of confidence, and societal expectations can deter people from taking the first step. However, these barriers can be overcome with the right mindset and support. Embrace a growth mindset. Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles fosters resilience and persistence. Seek support. Joining classes or groups provides encouragement and accountability. Learning alongside others creates a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. Celebrate progress. Acknowledging small victories keeps motivation high. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a triumph worth celebrating. The notion that it's never too late to learn is more than just a comforting thought. It's a principle that can redefine how we approach life. Whether it's picking up a paintbrush, learning a new language, or mastering a musical instrument, every new endeavor adds depth and richness to our lives. It's a reminder that as long as we're willing to learn, we're capable of growth, connection, and transformation. So if you've ever felt it's too late to start something new, think again. The only limits are the ones we place on ourselves. Embrace the journey of lifelong learning and watch as it infuses your life with vitality, purpose, and joy. Number 9, mindfulness enhances every moment. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that has the ability to transform not only how we experience our days, but also how we relate to ourselves and the world around us. The concept, often associated with meditation and self-awareness, goes beyond a simple relaxation technique. It becomes a way of life, bringing clarity, peace, and a deeper connection to each moment. Here, we will explore how mindfulness enhances every moment, providing a deeper understanding, practical advice, and personal insights to inspire you to incorporate this transformative practice into your daily routine. One of the most profound impacts of mindfulness is its ability to slow down the pace of life. In a world that often feels chaotic and hurried, mindfulness allows us to pause and truly experience the present moment. Instead of being swept away by endless to-do lists and worries about the future, mindfulness invites us to focus on what is happening right now. This shift in attention can be life-changing. When we are fully present, even mundane tasks like drinking a cup of tea or walking to the store take on a new richness. Colors seem brighter, flavors more vibrant, and conversations more meaningful. Life's natural rhythm becomes more evident as we step out of the autopilot mode that dominates much of modern living. When we slow down, we can appreciate the little things we often overlook: the gentle rustling of leaves, the warmth of the sun on our skin, or the sound of a child's laughter. This mindful presence not only enriches our experiences, but also helps us cultivate gratitude for the simple joys of life. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start small. Dedicate just 5 minutes each morning to mindful breathing or meditation. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath without judgment. This simple practice can set a positive tone for the rest of your day. Another way to practice mindfulness is to choose an activity you do every day and commit to doing it mindfully. It could be brushing your teeth or eating a meal. Pay attention to every detail of the activity. Notice the textures, smells, sounds, and sensations. By bringing your full attention to the task, you turn it into a meditative experience. It's also helpful to schedule moments of mindfulness throughout your day. Take a few deep breaths before starting a meeting, or pause for a mindful walk during your lunch break. Over time, these small practices accumulate, leading to a greater sense of calm and awareness in your life. Meditation helped me feel alive, truly alive, for the first time in years. This statement resonates deeply with those who have experienced the transformative power of mindfulness. For many, life can feel like a constant race, leaving little time to savor its beauty. Meditation and mindfulness provide a way to step off the treadmill and reconnect with what truly matters. One individual shared their journey, saying, "Before I started practicing mindfulness, I felt like I was just going through the motions. My days were filled with stress and anxiety, and I rarely took a moment to appreciate anything. But when I began meditating, something shifted. For the first time in years, I felt alive. I noticed the way sunlight danced on the walls of my room, the comforting rhythm of my breath, and the kindness in a stranger's smile. These were small moments, but they filled me with a profound sense of joy and peace. This experience is not uncommon. Mindfulness has the power to awaken us to the richness of life, helping us move from merely existing to truly living. If you're looking to share mindfulness with others, start with exercises that are easy to understand and practice. Here are a few suggestions. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. This exercise helps anchor you in the present moment by focusing on your senses. Identify 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This technique is particularly useful during moments of stress or anxiety. Mindful breathing. Encourage others to take a few minutes to focus on their breath. They can inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. This simple practice calms the mind and body. Body scan meditation. Guide others through a body scan where they bring attention to each part of their body, starting from the top of their head and moving down to their toes. This practice helps release tension and fosters a sense of relaxation. At the end of each day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. This can be done silently, written in a journal, or shared with a loved one. Focusing on gratitude cultivates positivity and mindfulness. Mindful walking. Invite others to take a walk and focus on the sensations of each step. Feel the ground beneath their feet, notice the rhythm of their movements, and take in their surroundings with fresh eyes. Mindfulness is not just a trendy buzzword. It's a practice backed by science. Research shows that mindfulness reduces stress, improves mental health, and enhances overall well-being. It helps us regulate our emotions, improves our focus, and fosters greater resilience in the face of life's challenges. By practicing mindfulness, we cultivate a deeper sense of connection to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. In today's fast-paced society, mindfulness serves as a much-needed antidote to the constant barrage of information and distractions. It teaches us to pause, breathe, and engage with life more fully. Whether you are dealing with stress, seeking greater clarity, or simply wanting to enjoy life more, mindfulness offers a path forward. Mindfulness enhances every moment by helping us slow down, be present, and appreciate the beauty of life. It's a practice that requires commitment and patience, but the rewards are immeasurable. By incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, you can reduce stress, find joy in the ordinary, and live with greater intention. Remember, mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. Each moment offers an opportunity to begin again. So take a deep breath, let go of distractions, and step into the present moment. Your life, in all its richness and beauty, is waiting for you to notice. Number 10. Giving back brings fulfillment. In a world often driven by individual pursuits and material goals, the act of giving back to others stands as a profound reminder of our shared humanity. It is not just about the tangible impact made on someone else's life, but also the deep sense of satisfaction and purpose it brings to the giver. Whether through volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering a listening ear, the act of helping others has transformative power that extends far beyond what is immediately visible. Opportunities to give back are all around us. From local community centers to international aid programs, the scope for volunteering is vast and varied. If you're drawn to mentoring, consider reaching out to schools, youth programs, or career guidance centers where your expertise and experience could illuminate the path for someone just starting their journey. Sharing wisdom can be as simple as sitting down with younger family members or writing a blog that reflects on the lessons you've learned. The key is to find what resonates with your passions and to offer your time and energy wholeheartedly. Giving my time to others enriched my soul in ways I never imagined. It's common to think of giving as a one-way street, the giver helping the receiver. However, countless individuals who dedicate themselves to helping others often describe an unexpected reversal of roles. The fulfillment they feel in return far outweighs the effort invested. A volunteer at a local food bank once shared how the gratitude of those receiving meals shifted her perspective on abundance and kindness. Similarly, mentors often recount how guiding others brings clarity to their own paths as they revisit foundational lessons and reawaken their own sense of purpose. Consider the story of Mary, a retired teacher who decided to spend her days tutoring underprivileged children in her community. What began as a modest weekly commitment soon blossomed into a robust program that significantly improved literacy rates in her neighborhood. Mary's joy was evident in her words. I thought I was helping them, but they gave me something I didn't even know I needed, a renewed sense of purpose and a connection to the future. Then there is John, a former engineer who channels his passion for technology into organizing workshops for seniors on using smartphones and the internet. For many of his peers, these sessions are a gateway to reconnecting with distant family members or engaging in new hobbies online. John's dedication not only helps others, but also fosters a vibrant sense of community among participants. Beyond individual efforts, there are inspiring examples of collective giving. One community in a rural town banded together to build a playground for children, driven by the shared belief that every child deserves a safe space to play. The project united people from different backgrounds, creating bonds that went far beyond the playground's completion. The act of giving back fulfills a fundamental human need to connect and contribute. Studies in psychology repeatedly highlight how altruistic behavior boosts happiness levels and reduces stress. Engaging in purposeful acts of kindness releases endorphins, often referred to as the helper's high, which can improve overall mental health. Moreover, giving back fosters a sense of belonging and strengthens the fabric of communities. When we help others, we reinforce the idea that we are all interconnected, that no one truly thrives in isolation. This sense of interdependence is vital in an increasingly fragmented world. If you're unsure where to begin, start small. Begin by donating clothes you no longer wear or spending a few hours each month at a local shelter. Gradually, as you discover what feels most rewarding, you can deepen your commitment. Here are some additional ideas. Join a cause, whether it's environmental conservation, animal welfare, or education. Align your efforts with a cause you're passionate about. Be a mentor. Share your expertise with someone starting in your field or guide a student through their academic or career choices. Contribute creatively. If you're an artist, musician, or writer, consider using your talents to uplift others. Host free workshops or perform for charitable events. Community involvement. Participate in local cleanups, food drives, or initiatives to support small businesses. Online volunteering. In today's digital age, giving back isn't limited to physical presence. Offer virtual tutoring, design a website for a nonprofit, or provide professional advice to those in need remotely. The benefits of giving back are multifaceted. For the recipients, it often means a lifeline, a boost of confidence, or simply a reminder that they are not alone. For the giver, it's an opportunity to find purpose, build relationships, and leave a lasting legacy. Take the case of an urban garden project in a neglected neighborhood. Volunteers worked tirelessly to transform a barren lot into a thriving community garden. Not only did this provide fresh produce to local residents, but it also became a space for gathering, celebration, and education. For the volunteers, seeing the garden grow was a tangible reflection of their efforts, a living testament to the power of giving back. Giving back is not about grandeur or perfection. It's about genuine effort and intention. Every act, no matter how small, has the potential to create ripples of positivity. Whether you're offering your time, skills, or simply your presence, the rewards are immeasurable. As you embark on your journey of giving, remember that the greatest impact often lies in the connections you build and the hope you inspire. In the words of Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Embrace the joy of giving back, and you may find that in enriching others, you also enrich yourself. The journey beyond 60 is not just about aging, but about evolving. It's a time when life's profound truths reveal themselves through the lens of experience and mindfulness. Each of the lessons shared by seniors highlights the importance of living intentionally and appreciating the beauty of each moment. Whether you're approaching 60 or far from it, These lessons can guide your path. They are universal truths applicable at any stage of life. Start practicing mindfulness today, and you'll find that peace, clarity, and joy are always within reach. What lessons have you learned on your journey? Share your insights in the comments below. Your story may inspire others to reflect on their own lives. These reflections are rooted in Buddhist mindfulness principles that teach us to embrace impermanence, cultivate compassion, and find joy in simplicity. Remember, life is not measured by the years we live, but by the depth of meaning we infuse into each moment. If you found these reflections meaningful, support our channel Buddhist Mindfulness by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Let's spread the wisdom of mindful living together.